When people start out with Scrum at Scale, they usually get really interested in the executive action team. It does have the terms executive and action in them, and so they want to know more about it immediately. So the executive action team, in short it's called EAT, is the highest instance of the Scrum Master organization inside of a company. Meaning they are a management team, cross-functional management team, and they are responsible for typical Scrum Master topics, right? They have a couple of responsibilities. I'm not going to go into all of them, but just a couple of the main ones. And one of them is to be responsible for the quality of Scrum inside of the organization. They're also responsible for the transformation of the organization, right? And if you're just starting out in a transformation, there's going to be a lot of work. But even if the organization is already highly agile, there's always something to change, always something to adapt to. And so they are owners of that transformation backlog and have to at least develop the strategy for it and maybe even execute on that. They can delegate that, but they are still responsible for this. Additionally, they have a very important function in that they are responsible for taking care of impediments. And the way to memorize that is they are the EAT, and they're supposed to eat the impediments, almost like Pac-Man, right? And so whenever a team is not able to solve an impediment, because they're just not on the level to solve it, they can escalate it, for example, to the scaled daily Scrum to the next level. And as we go through the organization, it cannot be solved at lower levels. It'll at some point of time hit the executive action team, and they then have to deal with those impediments that were not that could not be solved on the lower levels of the organization. This is a very important team, and so you should pay a lot of attention to who's going to be on there, because you need people that can actually make some changes, right? That can change the policies of the organization, that can write a check, and you should have somebody that is as an agile Scrum master, a champion in there, right? Somebody that's very enthusiastic, but also very knowledgeable about these things, so that you can actually have a well-rounded team of people who can change the stuff in the direction that we want it to change. If you want to learn more about how the executive action team works in practice, I run regular seminars on this. If you go to teamflow.de, you can find the next dates for those seminars.